for a lot of us involved in the fellowship, it's a very personal thing, right? It's not a thing that we do every summer. And when we started this program, 4 summers ago, there was a lot of hope and a lot of crossed fingers, hoping that if we create this thing, people will show up, and not only will show up, they will then continue and sustain this type of work. And over the last 4 summers, it's been great to sort of see that everybody involved. So I'm seeing here, previous fellows and previous mentors coming back, and because of all of you and of all of you guys, it's really become a real thing, right? What we've been able to do, just looking at year to year, we've had 4 years of this program. It doesn't seem like it's been 4 years, but we've got all these different things. We have had about 3,000 people apply for this program in the past 4 years, from all sorts of places. We've got 50 countries and 300 whatever universities and different disciplines in computer science and statistics and math and physics and geography and who knows what else, like a bunch of things there. And I think what's been really great about this is not the vanity metrics, right? But we've hopefully been able to have some impact, I don't know, positive or negative, but some impact on our 171 fellows. And so you guys are joining, this group. I had to paste you guys the bottom and the left so you can see who you are. I didn't have time to really, build a new one. And it's just adding to the previous one. It started off as bigger photos and a hodgepodge of things. But this is, our impact, when we started this program, we had 3 goals, right? Our goals was, number one was to train data scientists who care about the world, to show them how they can make a difference. What are the ways in which data can impact society and have a social impact? The second one was to do the same thing for government agencies and nonprofits, is to kind of expose them and inform them better of what they could do and what was possible, and then show them by actually doing it instead of just talking about it, right? So that's the other impact we've had. Over this year, we've had about over 50 projects, over 50 project partners we've worked with all around the country and also outside this country, as you guys have heard about in previous talks, as well as you're going to see this year's. But I think, the real sort of impact starts becoming, we started this thing as an idea, and then over the years, it's surprisingly spread on, right? So this is last night or this morning, me Googling for data science for social good, and finding a lot of things that are starting it every day. And you search for these things, there's a new program starting up. So based on our 2013 start, Georgia Tech started a program in 2014, and they've been sustaining it since then. One of their fellows is a fellow over here. University of Washington started a program after that that's based on that. IBM started a program, so one of our fellows from 2 years ago is a fellow there this summer, and many, many, many more things. There are conferences and workshops and events and books, and what's great about that is that was our third intention, right? It was training fellows, training people to do this type of work, training governments and nonprofits to understand what can be done. But then the third thing was to seed a community that could go out and really grow this without us, because we can't be the center of all these things. It has to be us starting something and then continuing. So this is really great to see happening, and it's really encouraging, it's really exciting. And a lot of it is really because of the people involved in this, right? It hasn't been us sort of saying things and seeing it happen, but really the kind of people involved, it's been great to experience that. And I sort of want to end with, this is a quote I used last year, and I want to reuse it because it really captures the crux of what we do, right? This was one of our conversations with one of our project partners called Nurse Family Partnership. It sort of, all of a sudden, we were talking to him towards the end of the summer, 2014, it just sort of clicked for him, and he said, oh, I realize that, now I get it. We used to use data to really just justify funding, like writing these reports and making these dashboards. But what you guys are doing, we can actually use data to improve our future, improve what we do. And that sort of, for me, summarizes the entire sort of the goal of the effort is we want to see these efforts, these organizations, governments, and nonprofits use data to improve what they do. Data is not going to give them all the answers, but it can help them improve, and that's really sort of our goal. So that's sort of what I see as impact of the program, impact of the fellows, impact of the mentors, impact of everything that we do. So with that, I want to end and introduce the project teams who are going to talk about the work they've been doing the past 3 months. So.